the residential shelters that are being constructed kind of went through the same process as our concerns with community shelters. And that is, just because you call it one, is it really one? The FEMA has a document out, which is the 320 document, which is for residential shelters. And they even have some examples in there of shelters that somebody can build themselves. But it's also, you know, an outline of, just like the 361 is for community shelters, it's an outline to say this is what you need to do for residential shelters. The ICC500 also deals with residential shelters in the same manner. The National Storm Shelter Association that I talked about earlier, that group that combined with the International Code Council to do the joint venture on the ICC500, that group has been around for quite a while, and they have their own system of engineering and basically putting a good housekeeping seal on a shelter. And it's got to go through this process. It has to be engineered, and it's got to have a third-party review, and it has to be tested. You go through all these processes before the NSSA will put their seal on it and say, this is really a good shelter. That is probably the best way that I know of. Now, there's other shelters that I have no doubt that are out there that people are constructing, installing, that are good shelters that don't belong to the NSSA. But at that point, it is really a buyer beware. And that's what's really difficult, is the buyers a lot of time don't have that knowledge, and they listen to a sales pitch, and before you know it, they may have purchased a shelter that may not be so good. So I would encourage a lot of, you know, there are people that own residents out there that are looking to buy a shelter, at least look through the NSSA to see what is out there, you know, and then maybe compare shop that way. But the NSSA really is an organization that really was born out of, just because you call it one doesn't mean it is one. And they wanted to say, in a residential shelter, this really is a shelter. The NSSA website lists all the professional members, the manufacturers, and the group that creates, you know, do these shelters. It is a wonderful website. There's a lot of information there. It's not like one or two. There's a whole list of them, and I think that list grows every day. So that is a great resource to go to. I would definitely start there. There are resources of people to talk to, but you can almost rest assured that if you talk to one of those people that are a member of the NSSA and they're getting seals put on their shelters, that it is going to be a good one.